Welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. Now, listen, I'm going to try to cram in a lot of information in this video. All right. So I won't go through my normal spiel, but you all know what you have to do: like, subscribe, share. All right. Now, let's get right into this video. This is the video that you all been waiting. This is the video that I've been telling you that I was going to do for you all. All right. So for those who don't know, I'm on a 90-day juice fast, okay? So in this video, I'm going to explain to you days 1 through 5, like what happened, what took place, how did I feel, what did I do, what was my intake, how much juice did I consume. It's a lot of information that I'm going to try to jam pack in this video. And also I want you all to know, feel free to ask plenty questions. I know when I was doing my research, when I first started the 90-day juice, or prior to me starting the 90-day juice detox, I was scouring the internet trying to find as much information about it, as well as what I could do and what I couldn't do. Okay, so ask me questions. I'm actually going through it right now. Who better to tell you all than a person who's actually going through it? Okay, so talking about days 1 through 5. On my TikTok, I'll give you like short recaps of each individual day. But on the YouTube, I'll discuss like a recap of all the days combined. It'll be more detailed. Okay, so check it out. So days 1 through 5. Here's what you can expect. So how did I feel? Now, I'll be honest with you. That first day is gonna be hell. I'll just be the first one to admit it. Like, you're going to have a headache. And so with me on that first day, the day before, I didn't even eat anything. Like, I didn't eat anything at all. Right. So I was coming in on an empty stomach. But those of you who eat, remember I was a vegan before, right? So I didn't have a lot of buildup. I still have some toxins in my body. I'm not perfect, right? I know that probably from the carbohydrates, or probably from becoming like a commercialized vegan. Like, I wasn't raw fruits and raw vegetables only. I was going through like different restaurants that, they serve vegan food, but a lot of that stuff, although it's vegan, it still builds up toxins in your body. Okay, so prior to me going into day one, I hadn't ate anything, so I was coming in on an empty stomach. Okay, so it was just like a whole like body shock on that first day. Like, I had a tremendous headache. Like, I couldn't get over that headache at all. Like, I literally had to put myself to sleep. I told you all that before. So when I juice, what I do is I try to have like a lot of citrus juice. Okay, but for the first 2 weeks, I'm doing citrus mixed with vegetables too. So I'll put in kale or I'll put in spinach. That's just for the first 2 weeks, and then outside of that, moving forward, I'm only going to do fruits only. So, because I've heard that once you do it, the vegetables help to clean the system out faster. And then once you go to the healing phase of it, you should be doing all juices. I hope that makes sense, right? So yeah, day one had a tremendous headache. It was terrible. I couldn't even, like, I understand when people say, um, when they say they have a migraine. Like, I didn't understand that at first. This was the first like serious headache I've ever had in my life. Normally I don't have that, because I couldn't even like open my eyes because the light was too much stimulants. On that day, I was able to consume two 32-ounce mason jars full of juice. Okay. Now, they say when you're juicing, and I want you all to remember this, when you're juicing, you should be able to consume at least, I would say, they're saying 3 to 6 of those 32-ounce mason jars. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'll share some other stuff with you all as we progress through the video. So remember that 3 to 6 32-ounce mason jars. You should be consuming that for your calorie intake. Otherwise, you're just going to feel sluggish. You're going to be down and out. You're going to be out of there. Okay. So as we move forward, the first day, that was cool. All right. It was a lot going on. Had a headache, put myself to sleep. Only drunk 2 of those. Day two, moving in there, I felt tremendously better. I'll be honest with you. I woke up in the morning. I felt a little dehydrated. I'll be honest with you. So I started drinking some water in the morning. I started drinking some water. Now, they say on this detox, water should be at a minimum. Now, when I go to the gym and stuff, I do drink water. I admit to you, like in between sets and stuff like that. But that's probably the only water consumption that I'm having. So after, when I woke up from day one to day two, I drank some water just because I felt dehydrated, and that's the first thing I knew to go to. Um, and I needed to juice for that day in the morning. Okay. And so day two was cool, but I noticed on day two that my stomach started to churn, like churn a lot. Like, I began to like have the bubble guts, the BGs. You all know about it. I told y'all before on the TikTok, don't play with those farts. On day 2, farts are coming heavy, but they all have the potential to be the real thing. So I just want to make sure that I put that out there. Like, y'all asking me, how did I feel? What was I going through? I'm telling you right now, it sounded like it was a trumpet behind me. That's a fact. But I didn't play with any of those farts. The moment that fart felt like too real, like, I'm gone straight to the toilet. So a lot of day 2, a lot of false alarms. Um, no bowel movements on day 2. Day 3, it was pretty cool. But this is when it all started to come down. Like, when it all comes down for real. Like Kanye West song. When it all falls down. Like, that was the day that I had my first bowel movement. And this one, it was strange because I thought it would be a solid one. No, it wasn't. This one was all water based. All water based. On day 2, I was able to consume 3 of the 32 of the 632 ounces. So it was totally different, totally different. Actually, on day 2, I was able to consume 3 of the 32 ounces out of the 6, and day 3, I was able to consume 5 of the 632 ounces. Okay, just to keep that in mind. But day 3, yep, bowel movements are coming. You can expect that on day 3. The hunger pains, at that point, they pretty much subsided. Okay, so day 1, day 2, you're still gonna have that hungry feeling, like you want to chew something for real, like you absolutely do. But day 3, if you made it to day 3, you should be good to go. But then day 3 is where you start to reap the benefits of what you've heard or what you saw on other YouTube channels. So the energy starts to come. On that day, I had like just a lot of energy. And so I worked out the day before. I didn't work out on day 3. I worked out on day 4, but I just began to feel it in the gym. They say when you digest, that consumes a lot of your energy that you have, the internal energy. And then this natural sugar that we're intaking from the fruit is giving us just like an abundance of energy. Okay, so day 4, you're gonna feel that energy. Like, it's starting to come. Day 3, it starts, but day 4, you're going right in. Like, so much energy. Um, in terms of things that I've been watching a lot of juicing videos, of course, quite naturally. I've been reading self-development books. I do that anyway, so I stayed to course on that. My business has been taking off. I feel more fluid. I don't feel cloudy in my mind. Like, I'm sharp. I'm quick on my feet. I feel like I'm floating. You just feel like amazing. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, you actually have to go through it so you can experience it for yourself. I can't even put it into words, and normally I'm good at putting things into words, but it's just an abundance of internal energy. Um, as I mentioned before, on like day 4, I was just cleaning up everything. Like, I did like a spring cleaning in the summertime. I'm talking about wiping down baseboards, throwing out clothes that I haven't touched in 5 or 6 months, scrubbing the toilet, scrubbing the bathtub, scrubbing the shower head, soaking it, uh, going underneath the kitchen sink. How many times do we really go underneath the kitchen sink? I cleaned up under the whole kitchen sink. That's how much energy that I had. So I'm just telling you all, you are in for a treat if you are thinking about doing this 90-day juice fast. And trust me, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's really not. It's really mind over matter. Now, if you're like me, I hate when people say that, because you're honestly thinking, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that, like, tangibly mean? Like, I can't touch that. What are you saying to me? What I mean is this: it's simple. Just don't do it. Like, you have to have the will to keep on going. Just don't do it. You're going to get the hunger pains day 1 and day 2. And again, I have to remind you all that I was a vegan prior to going into this. So my results may not be the typical results. It may be different for you when you actually start yours. If you're a meat eater, if you've been, like, Thanksgiving food on a daily basis, you're eating fried chicken, it may be different. It may be hell for the first week for you. I'm just telling you my experience. And I'll be curious to see what your experience is, being that you're coming from eating meat. Okay. And so I exercise. I did an hour every other day. I haven't started my running yet, though. So I've been off of running probably for like, I want to say 2 weeks, and maybe just a week and a half, to be honest with you, though. I normally run 7 miles every other day. So on the day that I'm not running, I'm usually in the gym working out, doing a full body workout. So I think I'm going to incorporate, starting this upcoming week, back to running. I just want to see how I feel. To be honest with you, I was nervous that I was going to possibly pass out because I didn't have enough energy. So I was scared to run. I was scared to work out, but I had to do it because it becomes so much a part of my lifestyle that I couldn't get away from it. And so I had to work out. And so now I'm going to implement, just because based off how I feel with all this energy, I'm going to implement the running back into my daily exercise as well. Okay. So feel free to ask me any questions. Um, Ask me what's going on. I'll give it all to you raw and uncut. The farts are serious. Again, don't play with those. When you do finally take that bowel movement, that first one is going to be all splash. And then, ironically enough, after the splash, the next day it was solid. And I took a look at my stool. I don't know about you all. Don't just sit there and boo boo wipe it, and then go about your business. I'm looking at it. So whatever you put in that juice is normally that color. The smell is not really there after that first one. It really smells like the fruit, which is crazy. I know I'm being like a little explicit here, but I want you all to know exactly what's going on. And I'm rooting for you all. I've got people that's talking to me that's on day 5, that's on day 3, that's on somebody who just accomplished day 63. Like, I'm proud of you all. Don't think that that's nothing because you stopped at day 63. I'm going all the way through. I'm gonna do the whole 90. I'm gonna keep you all updated. Make sure you check out my TikTok at BFatherSent. All right, I give the daily breakdown of how I'm feeling on each day, right? But I'll recap on YouTube every 7 days, or I'll hit you every Sunday with a video letting you know how the week was as it relates to the juice detox. All right. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Let's see. Yeah, just another huge thing is just this is a spiritual journey, you all. I want you all to understand that. I saw somewhere where the guy was actually talking to his fruit, like thanking the fruit for um, just being there so he can take it in, right? I haven't tried that yet, but just understand that this is a spiritual journey. So it's a holistic journey. So you have to watch what you watch on TV. You have to watch what you listen to. You have to watch who you hang around. You have to watch what you choose to indulge yourself in. You can't do the same things that you normally do. I'm telling you, the best approach to this, at least for me, is just to be by yourself and with your thoughts. Meditation is going to become monumental throughout this course. I'm telling you, throughout this detox meditation, like, you have to become one with yourself, because there's going to be some times where you feel like giving it up and there's nobody you can talk to because they're not going through the same thing that you're going through. All right. So I hope I answered everybody's questions. I hope you all feel confident if you're moving forward with it. I just want to let you know that I'm here. Reach out to me. You can reach out to me via email, or you can leave a comment in the comment section at bfathersent. I'm sorry, bfathersent at gmail.com is the email. Reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's do this together. All right. I'm in here with y'all. So we signing off. And fathers, specifically fathers, remember what we do best, and that is being great fathers. Black Father Syndrome.